Thank you for tuning in to the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com to purchase a private psychic reading. If you can't get enough of my content, go to patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. For as little as $2 a month, you can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. Please like this video, click the subscribe button, and leave us some feedback in the comment section. The bracelets that you all see here, you can purchase these at indicacrystals.com. INDICACRYSTALS.com. That's indicacrystals.com. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these tarot cards and we're going to get right into this Cardi B reading. Okay, everyone. The first question that I have for Cardi B, Quavo, Nicki Minaj, all of them is, where does Cardi B's marriage with Offset stand? Gonna look at where it stands. Right now, their relationship is in a state of repair. I get that Quavo is trying to better control his sexual appetite. I get that he's definitely trying to be more discreet, and he's thinking more strategically about the women that he deals with. I also am saying here that with Cardi B, they are definitely trying to. She's thinking about having another kid by him, and she's also thinking to herself, if he's, really going to make this work. She's made a lot of complaints to him about him stepping out, cheating on her, but at the same time, she's been holding on to a lot of hope that he's going to do different. He has been making promises to do different. I get that he's also been making a lot of love to her to make up for the hurt that she's been experiencing, and I get that she does have a lot of optimism for the direction that the relationship could be headed in with one another. But there is a but. But he has a long way to go before he truly wins her affection again. She doesn't trust that he's genuine in his she just doesn't feel that he's genuine in his promise and keeping his promises. So she's waiting for him to slip up, but she's not surveilling him. She's just focused on herself, and she's kind of like, I'll let the chips fall where they may. I do get that he has been abusive to her. But abusive to her in terms of cheating on her. So he does it to hurt her emotionally, because the way that her feelings are set up is that it's hard to get a reaction out of her. So he knows like the small things to say to her to trigger her, but also she gets hurt by him stepping out on her in that way. And for her, she kind of just wants him to, be a good father to their child. So she's trying her defense mechanism right now, where her head is. She's kind of like, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm at least going to make sure that he's a good father to. I'm going to at least make sure that I'm a good mother to my child, and he's a good father to my child. As long as we're doing that, then I guess everything. She's rationalizing it to herself. As long as they're good with the co-parenting, then everything will be good in the end. But right now they're in a state of repair. So I get that he is trying to keep it in his pants, and making promises that she won't have to be embarrassed in public again. I want to know now, if he cheats, even though he cheats, is he in love with her? Well, the thing with him is that he doesn't want to end the relationship. Part of it is that, a large part of why he doesn't want the relationship to end is that he needs her for her notoriety. So he knows, he deep down inside, he won't admit this, but he knows that he is only as popular as his relationship with her is going to be. So as long as they're in a relationship with one another, he's going to continue getting booked. It's like there's a benefit to being together. I get that his energy is not exactly family oriented right now, but he is focused on goal setting. Like, he's enjoying his money, he's enjoying having fun, but at the same time, having fun requires for him to it requires for him to have sex with not all these, but he has to have sex with these other women. The problem here is that hurts Cardi B. So the way that he naturally has fun hurts her, and she's now demanding that he makes a change. So part of him making a change is that he has to stop having fun in the same way that he used to. He's not making this change because he wants to save their marriage. He's making this change because he wants to save their business partnership. And even though he cheats, I do get that he is in love with her. Because the cards are saying that he is in love with her, but he's not willing to change for her. He's willing to change for him. He's not willing to change because she wants to. He's willing to change because he wants to. But the reason that he wants to change is because he wants to maintain his own financial security. So the other thing is that the one thing about him is that he gets very cowardly when she threatens to divorce him and break up with him. And so it does cause him a great deal of worry, and he has this internal anxiety that it doesn't want to express, and when it does come out, he will threaten to cheat more on her or say that he doesn't care. But he knows that Cardi B is very codependent, so she is going to forgive him. She always forgives him, and so he has a trust that he trusts that she's going to forgive him, and she sees it as that they're working through relationship problems. But at the end of the day, he wants to make sure that he still has the world at his fingertips, and he wants to make sure that they can keep a business partnership going with one another. He's not exactly sure if he can work independent. He's not sure if he's ready to be an independent artist. That's the thing with him. He wants to be independent, but he's not sure if he's ready to be independent. He's not sure if he's ready to make music independent of the Migos or Cardi B. It would be a big risk for him. So he does love her, but he's not really willing to commit to her monogamously, because he feels like part of having fun and part of why he's worked for his career is to experience these things that he raps about and things that he's dreamt about since he was like 14. My next question is, does Cardi B cheat? Well, the cards are saying that with Cardi B, and Cardi B doesn't cheat on him because she's afraid that he will get violent with her. She's like, she doesn't cheat on him. She's very loyal to him, but it would take, Cardi B falls in love. Like it would take a guy to court her to get her to do that, because what she wants to do is she doesn't want to add more confusion to her situation. She already has a lot going on in her life. So the Princess of Swords, the Queen of Swords, is talking about her feeling like she has to defend her career right now. She has to defend her career and her family. The lust card is like, well, she doesn't really have time for that. What she does lust after is, she lusts after having a good family, and she lusts after Offset, but not because right now she's sexually attracted to him. It's because she likes the fact that he says that he will commit to the relationship, that they're constantly working on it. But I get this energy about her that she will only cheat if a guy is willing to court her, and she has to start separate. She has to psychologically separate herself from the relationship. So she could be married, but she have to be separated from him, and she would have to identify herself as a single woman, not as someone she's not in that space right now. The energy around her doesn't want that. Her eyes are focused on Offset, but because she wants to make sure that her daughter is brought up in a culture where the parents are co-parenting with one another and showing that they love each other, because that's what she wants. She's like, I want to show my daughter that we actually love each other, and not just her. Like, we don't love her separately. Like, I didn't love my dad. That's what I hear her saying. I want to now know, is she pregnant again, or is she trying to get pregnant? Offset doesn't want to have more children right now. He feels like having more children right now is only going to bring him I'm not going to be able to chase my bag. He's like, he feels that he doesn't want to get pulled in too many different directions, and also right now he's afraid that he may have a child on the way as well. I get that he feels like he has a child on the way. He's not really sure of he's not really sure if this woman could or could not be potentially telling the truth. It's kind of like he slept with her, but he's trying to make sure. It's like this woman hasn't accused him of doing anything. Like, she hasn't accused. There's a woman right now that he has been with where he's questioning if she could be pregnant, if she could have ended up pregnant by him, but she hasn't addressed it to him. So he's not trying to have more children either. Not right now. Cardi B is pretty happy with just having one daughter right now. She does want to have more children, and if she does have a child, it's not going to be intentional. She intentionally had this child. The first child, she intentionally had this one, but she's not satisfied in her relationship. So she's saying to herself that she's not sure if he's going to be able to provide her additional support as a wife. She wants to know that he's going to be there he's going to be able to satisfy her emotionally as a wife. I get that she wants to be courted more. Like, she wants to be courted in a more traditional way, and it's like she does enjoy watching TV and watching him play the game, eating wings together and smoking. But she's also wanted him to be a little bit more sophisticated in how he courts her. So going to more expensive stores and purchasing her nice watches, nice jewelry, taking her to fancy restaurants, taking her out of town on trips. And she's like, we need to do these things as a family. So once he can, but she doesn't want right now. She's not pregnant right now. Now she may get pregnant again. I don't know. But right now her energy doesn't want more children because she feels like they're not established enough as a family unit for them to introduce more children into their situation. I want to know now, how does Offset feel about Cardi B's beef with Nicki Minaj? Oh, he feels okay. Offset feels like, well, shit. I mean, he's like, shit. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he has very neutral feelings towards it, but he has to express verbal support for Cardi B. So Cardi B will, say, oh, fuck her, ha ha ha, look at her, I'm gonna take, she's ugly, she's ugly, look at this, her, she looks like shit. Like, Cardi B will talk about her in a very petty way, almost like schoolgirl roast, and Offset has to join in as well. So Offset, like, it's kind of like I get that when when she gets angry or upset, he makes jokes about her to, or he will send her tweets and funny memes that he sees to make her feel better about it. But he feels like it's good for her career. He's like, he doesn't mind it though. He's money focused. So he's like, well, as long as this gets us paid, as long as this keeps us in the public eye, like he's like, how can you work this beef with her in your favor? And it's also, he also feels for himself that he has to defend her. He's like, because of who he is, and because Cardi B would complain if he didn't defend her, and he naturally is someone that is protective of the woman that the woman that he's committed to. He feels like this beef is for all intents and purposes a good driving force behind him being able to maintain his notoriety. Because he's like, he feels like his family is winning right now. He's like, my family is winning because of the beef. Like, we're coming out on top. He's not truly invested into the Cardi and Nicki beef. He has a negative opinion of Nicki Minaj only because he wants to be in support of his wife. But other than that, if they weren't together, he wouldn't pay this any attention. He doesn't have strong feelings about Nicki Minaj. Now I want to know, did Quavo and Nicki Minaj have sex with each other? Okay. Nicki Minaj put him through a lot of tests before they were able to do that. It was not easy for him, but it happened when they were making music together. I get that they were making music together because the card of victory, I see here Jupiter and then I see Leo. These two things, hold on one second. Sorry, that was my phone going off. But these two things together are saying to me that he was only victorious after helping her work on her business, and that what she liked about him was that he's very into himself. He's very self-centered, and he definitely showed her interest, but it was kind of like, oh, let's work on this music. You're definitely so beautiful. I'm so beautiful too. And he's funny. He's very funny as well, and she liked that about him. He had to put in a lot of effort. Like, he had to text her a lot, talk to her a lot, but they had a very good friendship with one another, to where, like, he was like he's a little brother to her. And so, yeah, they did do it with each other. Let me see. I'm going to get some more information. Okay, so Nicki Minaj did it because she was able to get like him to produce music for her. It's kind of like he produced music for her at a much lower cost. Like, I'm not exactly sure if she even paid for whatever music he has produced for her. I don't listen to her music. I don't listen to the Migos. Y'all know I don't listen to a lot of this shit. But I get from those cards that he really had to work for it. This wasn't a hit it and quit it sort of situation. He worked hard. He had to prove to Nicki Minaj that he was just a cool dude. It's like, I'm a cool guy, and I don't want you to think that I'm trying to get in your pants. And she's like, oh yeah, yes you are trying to get in my pants. I already know what you want. And he's like, ha 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 ha. Like, he was pretty, for all intents and purposes, you can just say like he was pretty straightforward with how he had been approaching her. He wasn't in the dark about it. He told her, what was up, and she told him. Like, Nicki Minaj has this energy about her that she will tell you, like, if you want to sleep with her, she will tell you what's required of you. You know what I'm saying? If she wants you, she wants you. She's definitely not afraid to express herself sexually. I'm going to shuffle cards from this tarot deck. So give me just 1 second. We're going to answer questions like, what are Nicki Minaj's feelings towards Hunt Your Dreams? How did Cardi B feel about Hunt Your Dreams? And what role did Cardi B and Offset play in Quavo's decision to create Hunt Your Dreams? Okay, now my first question that I'm going to ask is, what are Nicki Minaj's feelings towards Quavo's track called Hunt Your Dreams? How does she feel? She feels like he's a traitor and that she feels that he's playing both sides of the fence right now. This track caught her off guard. She's like, where did this come from? Why is he saying this about me? What is he, why would he say that? Why would he bring this up? Like, what is he doing? She's going to try to say that he's slut shaming her. She's going to make it about, women always getting exposed and men lying on their dick. She feels like he's a traitor. She's like, he's playing. She's like, we were just cool. You were just saying to me that you're not going to get involved with that. That you were my friend, and here it is. You're choosing sides. So she's like, she's thrown off. She's not exactly sure of how to respond to it, because she thought that he was going to remain neutral. She thought that he really would have remained neutral. Yeah, she doesn't know how to respond, but she's going to. She's like, I'm going to respond. I'm going to get you back, and you don't have to worry about that. But she's not sure of how she's going to do that. But Nicki Minaj is plotting on him, and she's going to get back at him to get back at Cardi B. She's going to strike him like his money. Like she's going to shut him down from behind the scenes. So Nicki Minaj is going to keep Quavo. She's going to block Quavo's songs from getting played certain places, and she's going to block him from attending certain award shows, him specifically. And she's going to say to these people, look at what he said about me. Look at what he tried to imply about me. I don't respect that. I tried to bow out of the industry nicely. How could he, how could a friend do that to me? He's a traitor. Nicki Minaj Nicki Minaj feels like, again, she feels like she got played by him. She's like, she didn't trust her better judgments. She also is on the attack, and she is ready to come at Quavo. And what is she going to come at him about? She's going to make something up. She's like, she's like, what can I do? What can I, what is it that I know about him that I can get back in him with? And she's like, what is it that I can say? Like she's going to block. She's definitely going to strike him from behind. Yes. But she's trying to figure out, like, what is it that I can say, to conjure up like some sort of like animosity between him and somebody else. Like she's going to either going to say something that reveals, like, that puts him in a beef with another rapper, or she's going to bring something up from like a private conversation that they had that definitely puts him at odds with Cardi B. So yeah, that's how Nicki Minaj is gonna respond. That's how she feels. She feels like, obviously she feels that the track is disrespectful, but I see more about Nicki Minaj taking a plan of action. Like she's saying to herself, I'm not going to take this sitting down. I'm not going to take this disrespect sitting down. So what role did no, how did Cardi B? How does Cardi B feel about Hunt Your Dreams? Cardi B feels like Cardi B feels kind of like, she doesn't feel like it really went hard enough. She's like, she's happy that she feels like it's like a love tap, but but it's not what she needs it to be. The thing is, she's like, Cardi B feels like, she's like, I'm not about talking shit. I mean, it's cute to do this rapping and dissing and stuff, but I want to fight. She feels like this is going to further block her. She's like, she's trying to find the silver lining in it. She's like, this is going to further block me from getting to you. This further justifies why I can't get physically close to you, and other people are going to make sure that we're separated from one another. But she's saying to herself also that she is cool with the track as well. She's like, it's cute for what it is, but she's not really about the beef. Like, she's like, I'm not about like talking, she feels like she has to go back in the she's like, I think other people need to go. She's not sure if she needs to go into the studio. She was inspired by the track. She wants to do that, but she's like, she needs for a male or a man to work on a response for her, because she's like, I would need a male or a man to do that for me. And she was inspired, but I'm not sure if she's going to, add her commentary to it by releasing her commentary to Hunt Your Dreams by releasing her own, track dissing Nicki Minaj as well. She's going to, if he puts this out, she's really going to promote it. Like, she's going to make sure that it gets airplay. So what I mean by that is, if Cardi B is performing at a concert, she's going to play Hunt Your Dreams at her concert. So it's really like she's more so she kind of feels like it's a sassy response, and she's like, thank you for doing it, thank you for supporting me, I know why you did it. Like, it's like more of like she's receiving it as her brother trying to protect her. She's like, my brother's trying to protect me, but she's also kind of like, she also has this a bitterness towards him, because she feels like he was playing both sides of the fence for a long time as well. And she's like, it's too late. She's like, it's kind of too late for you to have chosen sides, but I mean, you already chose my side, so I'm gonna just be happy with that. My next question is, what role did Cardi B and Offset play in Quavo's decision to release Hunt Your Dreams? They didn't. Okay, so it was all Quavo's decision on his own. Quavo did this on his own initiative. Why did he release it? Why did he do it? He just wanted to expose Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is coming up as the queen of swords. He just wanted to expose her. He wanted to just simply say that we had a sexual relationship with one another. But he needed to shed a light on it, because he's in the dark. So he's the hermit. So he's like, I'm over here alone. Nobody's really focusing on me. I'm not really getting too much attention. So here's a good way for me to get attention, for me to expose as a Knight of Wands that I had a sexual relationship with this woman who's trying to protect her empire. I don't even feel I don't even feel Cardi B and Offset's energy in that. Okay, I want to know, does Cardi B have herpes? The cards are saying that the cards are kind of sort of saying that Cardi is, they're kind of like Cardi has been treated. Like, they're like, she's like not, they're like, just like, she's not contagious. They're just answering it as she's not contagious. And but the thing is that, I get there's something about like reinfection. Like, it's like, I get that there may be maybe like different strains of it, but it's like there are no, like, she's not contagious. It's not active, all the time, sort of situation. she when once she got married, she definitely was trying to keep everything. Like it's like it's almost like she, okay, I'll say it this way. She's normally worried about contracting STD. She normally worries about that. She's kind of like, I'm worried that this dude may be bringing this, he may be having this, she's had an experience. She's like, but the thing is, like, she's had a negative experience. Like, she has it, but it also causes her to be hypersensitive towards, like, Offset, and she will have it at the back of her mind that she may have, she's like, I may have something, I may have something, and it's like it eats at her, but she still wants to stay committed to this marriage regardless of it. It's like the cards are just saying more than what's necessary, I guess. All right, so she basically, the cards are basically saying that not Quavo, but Offset needs to be very careful of like, he needs to tell her more of the truth, because if Cardi's like, if she's like, if I catch something, it's over. Like, she's like, if I catch something, it's over. That's her deal breaker in the relationship. She's like, I'm already dealing with something, and if we're married, we're in this together. You already know what's up. We already know each other's secrets. So if I catch something, it's over between us. This better not happen again. And she's like, always tell me the truth and let me know if something's going on, because I don't want that. I don't want to be hurt that way. That's also something else that's important here. All right, so I now want to know. Does Offset take care of his other kids? Financially, yes. Offset is a good financial provider, so he makes sure that his kids like have good uniforms for school. He's going to financially provide for them. His kids won't go without. I don't know if he's. I don't get that he's as visible as he needs to be, but I get that if he has a son, he's a good representation for his sons. Not in terms of his public image, but he definitely tries to teach his sons right from wrong. But he has problems being there. So it's like, it's not exactly like his sons are going to end up doing the right things, because he's not as visible as he needs to be, but his sons don't go without. Like, they're not hungry. Like, they're like, his other children are definitely eating. They're definitely eating well, but again, he may have a baby on the way by a woman. He may have a baby on the way by a woman. And I get that, like, these rumors may swirl around in about 3 months. Yeah, I see. And she already has children. She may have children by another music artist or something. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle my cards one last time. Okay, so now I want to know, will Quavo become a musical legend? Is he going to shut the game down? Okay, the spirits are pretty much saying that he will. They're saying that he's going to have a lot of popularity. He's going to continue having a lot of popularity. They're saying that he will continue featuring on other tracks for people, but he's definitely going to be someone that features on a lot of women's songs. So I get that as a solo artist, he will be a very successful featured artist. Will he be a legend? The Tower, the Nine of Coins, the Fool. Quavo won't be a legend, but he will be very well known for collaborating with women, helping to produce tracks for women, and there's a lot of money in him producing for women. He could definitely, if he made it his job to open doors for women in terms of like featuring on their tracks, writing songs for them, producing their music. There's tons and tons of power that he could acquire in the music industry in the future. He would need to be in a relationship with he would also need to be in a relationship with a singer. He would need to be in a relationship with a singer in order for him to be like, for him to maintain his popularity. He's going to have a sort of marginalized success. So it's going to be that he won't be the main act. He will have somewhat of a successful solo career, but he's much better as a part of a package. So, and a lot of his success is going to come from helping women to elevate themselves in the industry, and he's going to make a lot of money in that way. Okay, so my final question is, well, no, I got two more questions. How is Takeoff's album going to do? If Takeoff releases an album, how is it going to do? Takeoff would release something that is kind of sort of independent. So it's like he's definitely more. He's a financial strategist. So it's like Takeoff is going to work with a lot of men. And the chorus is saying that he's going to be known for his lyricism, and that he's going to make a lot of money from just being known as a very solid lyricist. However, I don't see tons of financial success. His main problem is going to be, he's going to be in a relationship with a woman, but I get that the relationship is like, he's going to be, he's passive. Like, I get that he has a very passive energy, but he's very talented. He's not, he's going to be in a relationship with a woman that's going to distract him, throw him off course, and is going to leave him feeling, is going to leave him, he's going to be spiritually exhausted. So I get that he will always be known as a lyricist, but as far as his drive for business, he wants love and to settle down. And he wants something that's more, he wants something that's a little bit more deep than what the other two people in the rap group want. The relationship with, he likes for women to lead him. I get that he is looking for like a good mother figure to like, to talk to him. Like he likes women that are poetic. So essentially, if he released an album, it would be they're saying like people wouldn't scrutinize it. They say it was a solid album, but it won't get nominations for a Grammy. Okay, so now I want to know finally, how will what's Nicki Minaj's next move? What is going to be Nicki's next move? She's right now, Nicki Minaj is just kind of like, she feels like too many people are against her in the industry. She feels like way too many, and people are trying to box her in. She's like, okay, it's an Eight of Swords. She's like, people are coming at me from different directions, and I haven't done anything. And she's like, I got my hands tied behind my back, but she has a secret weapon up her sleeve. She's going to launch, it's a business move. Like, it's a very powerful business move, something that's going to it's a powerful business move where it's like she is going to. It's almost like she's either going to start she's going to produce something, and it's not Queen Radio, but she's going to be known for like it's going to be a production, something that like it's either like a TV show she produces or a movie that she produces, but it's going to bring her some income. I see her, but I see her on the screen. Like it deals with her being in front of the screen. It's in front of a large audience. So she'll either do something with a major TV network. It's going to be major, like a major cable TV network, or she's going to do something that's with film, like specifically with, and maybe it's funding a film or producing a film. Funding and would be, executive producing. So, and she's about to try to have a baby. She's about to try to have her own baby. That's the other thing. She's going to try to have a baby and try to, paint herself as just like, I've been an overall successful businesswoman. Like I did this, she's like, she has this feeling of, Cardi B, whatever you're doing right now, I've done it. And I'm going to leave you in the dust, and I'm going to have a baby, and I'm going to continue leaving you in the dust. I'm going to dominate in this industry, and I'm going to continue poking fun. Like she's like, I'm going to continue poking fun at you. But Nicki Minaj can't deny right now that she's feeling really boxed in, but her secret weapon is going to be riding, like she feels like she has to endure the criticism and just wait for the climate to change. So she's like, oh, people coming at me mad hard right now, but I'm sure by next summer, they're gonna be back on my dick, especially when they see like me producing this, and this. And then I do see that her wishes are about to be fulfilled. She's about to be have a baby and be a mom. All right. So with all that said, thank you for tuning in to the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Please go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com to purchase a private psychic reading. If you can't get enough of my content, go to patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. For as little as $2 a month, you can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. Please like this video, click the subscribe button, and leave us some feedback in the comments section. Before I go, I leave you with this quote from Iyanla Vanzant. The answer always lives in the same room as the question. You are the answer. I'm your reader, Nexo, and thank you for tuning into The Reading.
So fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline view. Ooh, I love this sky.